Welcome everybody, this is Pablo from Style Systems, your image consultant. For more information, visit stylesystems.net. So I wanted to discuss just a little bit what image consulting is. I know I've made tons of videos talking about it, but you see, the more I see it on social media, the more people start getting to know what I do, the more inevitably they think that it's all about fashion. So let's debunk some of the myths about fashion. You see, if you search on social media, if you search on Google, on Instagram, or on YouTube, whatever, you will always find a lot of good-looking people giving you advice to look how they look. Or they will give you an advice based on what they want to see, based on what they like, based on what worked for them. You might say, well, what's the problem with that, Pablo? The main problem is that we are not all the same, isn't it? We are different. We're all different. We're all unique. What works for me might not work for you. And what is fashionable and trendy right now on Milan might not be the best option for you. God damn it. So understand this. I might not be the best stylist, the best fashion guru, the best fashion guy, There's people that dress better than me. And I'm okay with that. I know that. Just literally Google Pitti Uomo or Google Italy fashion and you will see a lot of beautiful women, a lot of beautiful men dressed up all with the best brands and the best suits and what's the new trend and this and that and this and that. But no. You see, I had a problem with this when I was growing up, literally. It almost felt to me like you're either born with it or you're not born with it. Like style, class, fashion is something that you are born with it, okay? It cannot be taught, you can't teach that. That's the mindset that I had, and that's the mindset that most people have. People with money, people that think that they're better than everybody is like, oh, well, class is something that you can't teach, Pablito. And it's horrible. It made me feel less than everyone else. It made me feel so shitty about myself. I had a very low self-esteem, low opinion about myself because I said, okay, here's this kid from Mexico City. I was not born with money. I was not born in a family of prestige and class and elegance. We were a random, low income, middle class, low middle class family, like average, literally. So I always had this longing to be something else, to liberate myself from the conditions that I find myself in, I always said to myself, I can be better than this. I know I have something within myself that can surpass all of these things. I know that I'm a good-looking guy. Even if I'm not considered a good-looking guy, I know that I can project myself. I know that I can work upon myself to be considered as one. Even if my genetics say the opposite. But the information that is out there and the information that was out there back in the day, I'm telling you about more than 20 years ago, it was pure shit. It was just like, okay, you either have the money to buy the good brands, or you're born in Italy, you're born in France, you're born in England, in London, and you're not able to look pretty. And if you're a Mexican, and if you're short, and if you have dark skin, and it basically means that you're fucked. You're doomed to look like shit. You can't be better. And that's how most people think. And it's very judgmental in a negative way. So that's when I started, feeling very depressed. Then this TV show, I remember, there was this TV show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. And I made a video for it. I will leave it in the description section, or I will, make a little window over here to pop it. You can see it. Because I remember this was the TV show that inspired me. I always loved fashion. I always loved beauty. I always had a tendency towards aesthetics. But again, because of stereotypes, I was labeled as gay, I was labeled as stupid, I was labeled as feminine, I was labeled as blah blah blah. And even though they have nothing wrong, all those labels, I'm like, God damn, man, I can't be myself. I can't express myself in the way that I want. When I saw that TV show, I was impressed by these 5 guys that changed the life, not just the fashion, but the life of one person. The entire essence, the entire just aura and life and lifestyle and even the way that they eat, they changed everything. So I was super surprised. I was like, damn, this is some phenomenal thing. And I always thought, what if there is a way to implement all of the things that they do into one profession, into one thing? That was always in my mind. I always wanted to either create a company full of people like that, to change the life of people, or to become like them. Soon enough, the universe always provides. I found out about image consultants. And image consultants, we are not here to tell you how to look more pretty. We're not your hairstylists. We're not your stylists. We're not your personal shoppers. We're not about just fashion. This is a technology, a knowledge that transcends everything that you thought it was possible with fashion and style. An image, which is basically communication and perception. Everything that you thought it was possible. You literally learn many different techniques, many different professions and knowledge, and you put it into one, which is image, all with the purpose of making you a better version of yourself and becoming more congruent with who you are. Bringing the best from within to then communicate it on the out in the best way possible, to become effective, to become beyond just looks and superficial things, and beyond just, well, I'm going to teach you how to be dressed better, because if you wear this suit, and if you wear this tie, and if you wear this dress, boom, there you go, there you have it. Oh man, so that's when I realized, oh, okay, this can be taught. This actually is something that you can develop. This is a skill that you can develop. It's not that it's not something that you're born with or not. It's something that you can develop over a period of time. It's something that you can learn and control. Damn, when I learned that, it's almost like this huge weight that I had on my shoulders of feeling lesser than everybody else was lifted. And I was like, whoa, good. Once I learned that and once I applied that onto myself, of course, first I started applying it with people close to me, my family, my friends. It started working. I started noticing the changes with the people around me. They started feeling differently, not only because of the way that they looked, but how they talked, how they moved, their professions, their whatever. So then I said, you know what? I'm gonna create, well, this is the short version of the huge story of how I created my company, Style Systems. But I said, well, I'm going to create my company called Style Systems, because there is a systematic way of becoming a better version of yourself and learning how to be more stylish. And style basically means expression. So there is a way of expressing yourself, blah, 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 blah. Boom, Style Systems was born. And now I teach this all over the world. People from all across the world, they are learning from this technology, which again transcends even me. It's not about what I like. It's not about just that, my friends. It's not about, well, Pablo is crazy with his mustache. Pablo is crazy with his suits. Fuck that. If you like it or don't like it, just learn from it. Learn the lessons behind these things. I know that for the majority of you it's gonna be boring because it's not boom and like a movie. I don't have the editors to make it like super blah blah. But please guys, understand, don't learn it from me. Just Google it, learn about the power of image, god damn it. Because I know that there's a lot of people out there that think that style or image is not important, or that think that they can't learn that because they don't have the money, because they were born in a different place, in a different country, blah blah blah. But you can learn these things, okay? This is beyond everything else. And this is exactly why I love it. This is exactly why I teach these things. Because it'll take you from 0 to 100, to 1,000, to 1,000,000, to whatever place that you want to go, literally. It can take you as you are right now and enhance you. Bring that which you already have within yourself and make it even better. And then you become effective. Because whether somebody likes you or not, you become effective. Effective, that's right, you become congruent and effective. And that's what you want, because you'll get people's attention. And attention is literally something, one of the most valuable things that we have as human beings. Because whatever your attention goes, energy flows, money flows, power flows, like everything flows, okay? So if you have the attention of your audience, and if you know how to penetrate their minds and their souls with a correct communication, verbally, non-verbally, you are stimulating their mind, their subconscious mind, through visual stimuli, visual stimulation, auditory senses, even smells, everything. You're using everything, every single tool at your disposal to become effective, to become a better version of yourself. So, in a nutshell, that's what we image consultants do. That's what we teach. That's what I teach. That's what we teach at Style Systems, my image consulting business. We teach you to be free, to liberate yourself, and to think beyond the likes, dislikes, that this looks pretty, this doesn't look pretty, because all of those things are relative. If you're born in Japan, you're going to think that something is beautiful. If you're born in America, you're going to think something else is beautiful. And it's all relative. But what if there is a way? What if there is a source of knowledge and power that can teach you something that is beyond that can teach you the code? It's like cracking the code of the matrix, cracking the code that makes things beautiful, that makes people like you or accept you, that makes you more persuasive and, again, more effective, okay? I know this was a long video. Probably I will keep doing these videos because this is something very new. This is something that it's a new form of technology, it's a new form of knowledge, it's a new branch of scientific study about image. It's no longer about just, again, like I said, well, some people have good taste, some people don't have any taste. No, this is a systematic way, a scientific form of study that will give you everything that you need to learn about style, fashion, image, and beyond, branding, marketing, everything that has to do with image, everything that has to do with perception, okay? If you're more interested in this, of course, I have to say it, I have my online school. This is called The Fashion Matrix. You just simply go to stylesystems.net and you'll find out everything over there. We have people from all across the globe, all over the world. We have people from different professions. It's not just people that are interested in fashion. It's beyond that, okay? And then also, last but not least, my podcast, The Fashion Matrix as well. That is the name of it. Every Friday I do it. I do it both in Spanish and in English. So I highly suggest that you just download it, listen to it. It'll set you free. It will open up your mind to different things, okay, guys? Please keep sending me your questions. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Be the best version of yourself.